tifu by cleaning my windowsill braless. Did you happen to also write this high as a kite? I've never heard someone type with an Irish accent lol. You are a phenomenally funny writer with a very strong voice. I hope your tits feeling better. I'm very curious about whether the holy water helped at all lol. Hilarious. Also, if everyone talks like you, I now have even more reason to visit Ireland. Till Duke Nukem Forever spent more than 14 years in development, from 1997 to 2011. It was released to mostly negative reviews. It was infamously scrapped and redone multiple times as development dragged on other games released, making it look old and shitty. The one that was released was just thrown together by Gearbox in a short period of time. The actual game that was developed for 14 years never saw the light of day. And this year is 14 years since it came out. Dizzy face dizzy. I apologize to my mom. I have a feeling the BF might not have lasted very long. It's great that you and your mum share the same sense of humor. How did her BF react? LPT, shovel the snow before it starts to melt. Bold of you to think the South has snow shovels at the ready. LOL, we don't have snow shovels. We just all stay home for the 24 to 48 hours before the snow is gone. What scientific breakthrough are we potentially on the verge of that few people are aware of? We are getting there with HIV. Biktarvy was a trend in the right direction. Would be great if Cabenuva was better. We've had a few salvage drugs as well. Whenever you talk about Ozempic or Mounjaro with obesity researchers, someone in the know says that the GLP-1s we have coming in a few years make the current ones seem like a joke. What's one quote that has stuck with you and why? A child should not be denied a balloon just because an adult knows that sooner or later it will burst. I read this recently and felt like it's for me. Many times I just leave believing it's not gonna work or the outcome might not be worth it. Most of the times I end up being right. Still I regret not taking one more step towards what I want. Humility isn't thinking less of yourself, it's thinking of yourself less. C.S. Lewis. Dude, suckin' at something is the first step toward being sorta good at something. Jake the dog. LPT, if you're in an accident and 0% at fault, claim the diminished value of your car. My brand new car was rear-ended by an 18-wheeler. I asked for diminished value but the at-fault driver's insurance said they wouldn't pay it since they didn't do the repairs. My point back to them was that the repair was irrelevant since the Carfax will show a wreck no matter who fixed it. They found a way to throw me some extra money to make me go away. My state does not have a law that says the insurance company must pay for diminished value. You can certainly try, but your results will vary. What's your most unethical life hack? Once talked with a homeless man that mentioned he would often empty and clean out a dog food can and refill it with beef stew. He ate it outside of the grocery store while he was asking for money or food and would get hooked up. My old man was a copier machine technician for big office buildings and lawyers' offices. Years back they started trying to track the technician's location and hours by having them scan the barcodes on the copier machine at each location with this handheld device. He used each one of those copy machines to make a book with every barcode in it so he could get his work done fast but scan the book later and keep his hours lol. Hotels often have fees if you cancel too close to your intended stay. In a lot of cases you can however call them, reschedule into the future, then wait a bit and call again to cancel, but this time without the fees. Tell your coworkers you have terrible hearing, which, personally, partially true, but it's not nearly as bad as I play it up to be, and everyone feels comfortable whispering around you. I know everything. Got this one from a friend who's a judge. If you get called for jury duty and want to get out of it, the foolproof way for both sides to throw you out is to say you have a strong respect for law enforcement and if they brought a charge against someone, they must have done something wrong. Even if there's no evidence, you believe they don't arrest innocent people. You'll be home before lunch. Won't get paid more for doing my job quicker. Alright, I'll just do my job slower. Your reward for hard work. More work for the same pay. I learned this the hard way too. I am now doing the work as fast as I want to and basically submitting it when it's requested or before it's requested. I just spent my entire workday today running errands like getting gas and going to the bank and planning out next month's budget. There were about 3 assignments I could have submitted today but they will be submitted Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday so it looks like I'm working so hard. Fix it now. You got it, boss. There's a judge on TV who says the cheap comes out expensive. It would have been cheaper just to hire the plumber in the first place. Now they have to worry about the wiring and the ceilings and the floors and all of that. They have to worry about mold. This is going to be an expensive fix if they do it right. Manglement comes through again. You work 8 hours a day and that's it? It is truly amazing how some things are just held up by spit and glue though. Like, not one other person knew how to do anything. I know that drive home was epic. Till people diagnosed with ADHD have an 8.4-year lower life expectancy. Just don't get diagnosed then, live longer, easy. Speaking as a man with ADHD, the reason isn't because ADHD inherently causes damage to the body, rather the dopamine imbalance in our brains causes us to be more susceptible to harmful habits and addictions, as well as making it harder for us to context shift away from pleasurable activities. So we are much more likely to zonk in front of the computer for 18 hours, chain smoking cigarettes and eating fast food than someone who doesn't have ADHD. Drugs or impulsive decisions will do that. Also suicide or inability to find a job that will sustain you. Lots of factors. What's a rule in society that everyone agrees is pointless, but we all still follow? Clicking I have read and agreed to the terms and conditions. We all know nobody's reading that novella. Inviting all your relatives to your wedding. Some relatives don't even care if I'm getting married but sure will be offended if I don't invite them. Saying we should get together sometime with no intention of ever doing so. When you go to a bank and have to snake through the ropes even when no one else is in line. I tried going around once and the teller told me not to, grinning face with sweat. If you could rename Uranus, what would you rename it to? In keeping with the Roman deity nomenclature, I'd choose Janus or Sylvanus. Clitoris, so nobody would ever find it? Yep, this was a bad idea. Till that the Gurkhas, elite soldiers from Nepal, have been serving in the British Army since 1815, known for their bravery and loyalty, and were described as braver than the bravest by British generals. There's a large Nepalese community in my town and lots of retired Gurkhas. I see them in the gym, in their 70s, doing one-armed pull-ups and outbenching men half their age. The gym brothers give them all the space they need because you don't mess with a Gurkha. Supposedly during the Falklands War, the situation unfolded in a way that meant that the Gurkhas were going to have to charge uphill to take a fortified ridge with machine guns. They were disappointed to discover the Argentinians had fled before the assault even started. Like and subscribe.